Hey folks, Eric here with a book haul video. Now you might be asking yourself, why did you do an unboxing and now you're just doing a book haul? Why isn't it unboxing? Well, because the last unboxing video I did, all 5 packages arrived at exactly the same time, and even though these are all from online orders, they trickled in. And I wasn't going to do a bunch of 1 and 2 book unboxings, so it's just easier for me to open them all up on my own and then show you everything I got. And this is a nice big pile of books. So we're going to jump right in, no particular order, except for a couple of them, a few of them. So here we go. How loud is that? That's my text message sound. I don't know how loud it was. Loud to me. I don't know how loud it is to you. We're going to jump right in now. I'm going to ignore that text because I'm busy doing this for you folks. All right. Right off the bat, we've got The Further Adventures of the Joker. This is edited by Martin H. Greenberg. This is from back in the day. Who put this out? Bantam Books. Ordered this from a third party. It's in decent shape. And this is the penultimate book that I need for this Further Adventures series that they did. It started with Further Adventures of Batman. Then they did the Joker. There's Further Adventures of the Batman, like Volume 2 featuring the Penguin, and then Volume 3 featuring Catwoman. There's Superman. I have all those. The only one I don't have is the Further Adventures of Wonder Woman. So I got to find a copy of that. But Martin H. Greenberg, back in the day, he was the guy. That was the name you wanted to look for. Nowadays, Ellen Datlow, hopefully that's how you say her name. If you see her name on an anthology edited by Ellen Datlow, you know you're getting quality. I feel like back in the day, Martin H. Greenberg was the man. He edited so many great anthologies. And who does this have? Let's see. Dan Simmons, Joe Lansdale, Will Murray. I'm just looking through here. Stuart M. Kaminsky, Robert R. McCammon, Mike Resnick, F. Paul Wilson. Holy crap. There are some great authors in here. Definitely one I'm going to have to reread. All right. Then, this is the reason I placed 2 orders in a single day, because I forgot this in my first order. But this is The Ninja Betrayed by Tori Eldridge. This is the 3rd book in her series featuring Lily Wong. I've only read the first one so far. I have the second one, but you know how my TBR pile is. But the first one was great. I'll get to the second one. Well, now it's going to be after Halloween because I got all my October reading plans. I'm hoping this isn't like the last one, like she's just doing a trilogy. I hope the series keeps going. This is from Agora, but really good thriller mystery stuff. Great series so far. Well, great first book. Then we have Race on the QT, Blackness and the Films of Quentin Tarantino. And I do not know how to pronounce that name, so I'm just going to show you the author's name. So this guy, I read his book Super Black first one I read by him, and that was about black characters in comic books, their history, their impact, all sorts of stuff. And then I read Black Space, which was about black characters in science fiction. And then every once in a while, I go on Amazon, I check and see if he's got anything new. This is what popped up. I have mixed feelings about Quentin Tarantino. He's one of those people, I love all the movies that I've seen of his. I've seen maybe half. And I love them, but I don't know how I feel about Quentin Tarantino himself. You hear things, so, But I'm very interested in this, considering Quentin Tarantino and how he portrays race and racism and certain things in his movies. I think it'll be very, very interesting to read this book. And the other 2 by the same author were really good. Another nonfiction. Master of Mystery, The Rise of the Shadow. I love, love, love this cover. It looks like a Steranko. Nope. Nope, that's back cover. Joe DeVito. Duh. By Will Murray. And I'm a huge fan of old pulps. I'm a huge fan of the Shadow. He's in my top 3. Definitely top 5. Probably top 3. So this I thought would be cool to read. It's about the history of the Shadow. There's tons of interviews and everything. You know, he started as a radio show host, just a voice, hosting an old radio show. And then I guess he was so popular, they gave him his own radio show, you know, made him a character, and then tons of pulps. I have some of the novel, well, you know, paperback reprints of the old pulps, not nearly as many as I would like. I got a bunch of comic books. And Will Murray, he ghost writes a lot of stuff. He's doing all the new Doc Savage stuff. And there's a Doc Savage versus the Shadow that I haven't read yet. But yeah, it'll be cool to read the history of the Shadow. For me, anyway. I don't know how you care. All right. We Are Wolves. This is edited by Gemma Amor, Laurel Hightower, and Cynthia Palaio, 3 great authors. It's an anthology. I believe it's all female writers and female-centric stories. Excuse me. Haley Piper, Sarah Tantlinger, Laurel Hightower, Beverly Lee, V. Castro, Red Lago, Aaron L. Meharry, Sadie Hartman, just naming a few. Great, great authors, great, great people. And I think all proceeds for the sales of this charity anthology will go towards helping the survivors of abuse and assault. So a good cause and great authors. As always, I'm just going to keep saying, looking forward to this. All right, then we have, I'm going to grab a pair of books. Death's Head Press presents Dig Two Graves, an anthology, Volume 1, and Dig Two Graves, Death's Head Press presents Dig Two Graves, an anthology, Volume 2. So, a bunch of stories about revenge from Death's Head. Love them. My top 3 small press publishers. Who have we got in here? Right off the bat, Kenzie Jennings, fantastic. Christine Morgan, Duncan Ralston, C. Derek Miller, Danny Brown. Does it keep on going? Yes, it does. Robert Essig. Bunch of great authors. And let's jump in here. Again, starting off strong, Wesley Southard, Gary Power, M. Enenbach, Cameron Kirk, Thomas Vaughn, Dwayne Bradley, Betty Rocksteady. So, couple of revenge anthologies. Very, very excited. Then we have more short stories. Empty Graves, Tales of the Living Dead by Jonathan Mayberry. This one just came out not too long ago, and it's just a bunch of zombie stories by Jonathan Mayberry. Excuse me. Great, great author. Tons of his stuff over there on the shelf. Way behind on it. Plan on reading the books 2 and 3 in the Pine Deep trilogy for October. Thinking about doing, if I ever finish my Secret History of the World by F. Paul Wilson series, doing a Joe Ledger series. It's all Jonathan Mayberry. So, zombies, Jonathan Mayberry. There you go. And then we have Under Her Black Wings, 2020 Women of Horror Anthology. This is from Candicia Press. You know, it doesn't say who the editor is on the cover. But this is a bunch of female-centric stories. Candicia Press is, I want to say, Jill Girardi and Janine Pipe. So supporting the people I like, supporting small presses. They have a few anthologies. Really excited about their upcoming anthology / her. So, again, short stories. Very excited. All right, we're going to grab these two. I think I have these in the right order that I want to show. Thanks to regular viewer and commenter Michael Booker. I have two lists. I've mentioned this before. I have two lists of book series, and every time I place an Amazon order, I add the next book from those lists. So, we have Black Betty by Walter Mosley, an E.C. Rollins book. Takes place in 1961. Very excited for this. And then we have A Little Yellow Dog, Walter Mosley, E.C. Rollins. Takes place in 63. And this one says it includes a bonus short story featuring E.C. Rollins. So that's exciting. So I've read the first E.C. Rollins story, Devil in a Blue Dress. And then the last couple times I ordered from Amazon, I do this. I gesture like you can see what's over there. But I got Red Death, White Butterfly. Now I've got these. So 5 of these so far. Exciting. Really, really liked Devil in a Blue Dress. And then the other list is the Rewind or Die series. So I have Dead and Breakfast by Gary Buller. Not sure. There's no E, so I don't think it would be Bueller. But anyway, this is number 11 in the Rewind or Die series. It's from Unnerving Press. And this one actually seems to be sort of an anthology. Ish. I mean, it's one single author, but it sounds like these people end up at this bed and breakfast, and the other guests or something tell them stories. So they're like stories within the story. And then Blood Lake Monster by Renee Miller, number 12 in the Rewind or Die series. Also Unnerving Press, of course. So I'm slowly building this collection. There's over 30, I believe, so far. And I have a couple that are higher than this that I got specifically for the authors and things. But now I'm going in numerical order. So a couple of Rewind or Dies. I'm trying to mix these things in as I'm reading, going through. So, I'll read a couple random things here and there, and then throw in a splatter western, throw in a Rewind or Die. Because just so many books to read. Next up, Dead Inside by Chandler Morrison. This is from Death's Head Press. I love that cover. That's back cover. A lot of people praising this book. I've heard a few people that weren't thrilled with it. When I interviewed Jared Barbie for My Favorite Horror With, he said either the movie Pandorum or Dead Inside by Chandler Morrison for his book to talk about. I went with Pandorum because it's much easier for me to just watch a 2-hour movie than to order and then read the book. I didn't know that I'd get this in time because I have not read it. So we ended up talking about Pandorum. You can watch that video. But I went ahead and ordered this. It's been on my radar for a long time. And sometimes I just need a kick in the pants. And Death's Head Press, again, one of my top 3 small press publishers. Then we have Hellhound by Lou Yardley. Don't see a publisher. It may be self-published. Don't know. I picked this up. Well, one, just look at that freaking cover. That is fantastic. But in my talk with Janine Pipe, I think it was after we stopped recording, her background was just books, wall of books. And some of the spines and things caught my eye. So I think, again, it was after we stopped recording, I believe, that I asked her what some of the things were. Some were Lou Yardley. And since we had been talking about Glenn Rolfe's Blood and Rain, a werewolf book, she pointed this one out and said it was great. So I ordered it because, again, just look at that cover. It's a good-sized book, too. It's pretty thick. Next up, we have Notches by M. Ennenbach. I had read his splatter western, which is, I have to look over there, Hunger on the Chisholm Trail. Really, really dug that. And since I was ordering from Death's Head Press anyway, to get the Chandler Morrison, I figured I'd grab this one. It's a short story collection. So, lots of short stories to read. Pardon me. Next up, Certain Dark Things by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Adding to my collection of her work after reading Mexican Gothic, I grabbed a couple of her other books at Barnes & Noble. Her newest, Velvet Was the Night, and Gods of Jade and Shadow. There's others, but I love this cover, and it's about vampires in Mexico City. So, really excited for this. This might jump up. I should read Velvet Was the Night next by her, not like next, because that's her newest. I can get it read and reviewed, but man, this one really intrigues me. And again, beautiful cover. All right, we're almost done. Next up, we have Book of the Dead by J.H. Moncrief. Excuse me. This takes her witch character from her ghost writing series and is the beginning of her own series. The character is Laura Device. I don't know why I thought it was Lily, but it's Laura. Anyway, love the character in the Ghost Writer series, so it's nice to see her break out into her own series. This is from, that says Death Zone Books. Love J.H. Moncrief. Love the Ghost Writer books. Love the other stuff I've read by her. I have a few. I can see my stack of books there. I still have a few I haven't read. Actually, I've only read 2 out of the 5 Ghost Writer books. And then there's some other random ones. But I'm excited about this. And she's got a new one coming out from Flame Tree Press that I'm very excited about. But I don't have it, so it's not in this video. Then we have The Waiting by Hunter Shea. This is from Silver Shamrock. And this is actually a new edition of an older novella that Hunter wrote. Regular viewers, will know I'm a huge Hunter Shea fan. And so it's exciting to get something that's been out of print or unavailable. And it's a nice looking cover. Kind of a spooky back cover. Good stuff. Everybody should be reading Hunter Shea. And then finally, something slightly different, because it's comic. This is The Man Thing by Steve Gerber, The Complete Collection, Volume 3. I believe this is the last of it, so I have all 3 now. Look at that back cover. Oh, Shang-Chi. I love Shang-Chi. Plus, you got Spider-Man, Daredevil, Thing, all great characters. So, this is a nice heavy book. I think this is one of those, they use pretty thin paper so they can pack as many pages in as possible. But, great to finish off this collection. I believe, I think this is the last one. Can't wait to dive into these, although who knows when it will happen, because I have so much to read, and I keep ordering things, but it's books, man, and comics. I gotta do it. So that's it. That is my book haul video. It's a lot of stuff, but I did order twice in one day because I forgot something. I know, it's crazy, but I had a good week at work, so I treated myself. Which means a treat for you, right? These book haul videos, everybody loves them. There you go. I don't have anything else to say about all that stuff. And I don't really have a question for this video. Did not think ahead. You know what? I'm going to go with the same question that I asked, I think in my book haul, or my unboxing video, or my last book haul video. Of all this stuff that you just saw, what is the most interesting one to you? What is the one you would pick up and read? And you don't have to just pick one. You can name a few. So that's it. What interests you the most in this pile of books? I really can't answer that question because I'm so excited for all of them. I mean, that's why I ordered them. The J.H. Moncrief, I just love her work. Excuse me, I'm getting a little dry throat, so I'm going to take a drink. That's much better. The Chandler Morrison, Dead Inside, because everybody talks about it, and it's supposed to be just crazy over the top. The Race on the QT, as I said, I loved the other books, Super Black and Black Space, so I think it'll be really interesting to read that. I could just sit here and name all of them, because, yes, obviously, I want to read them all. But what caught your eye? So there you go. That's the question. If you have any questions of your own or comments, put them in the comments below. And please like, share, and subscribe. If you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comics, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K. ERIKSMITH 5757. That's all I've got for you, so until next time, read more books.